All right, okay, you caught me. All right. I am a device addict, and we need to do something about it. I'm just kidding. I'm not a device addict. This here, we just collected these around the office just to show how many devices we all have in our lives, in our day-to-day inner workings. I don't use all of these, thankfully. Some of these aren't even fully charged, but it's to display the point that we are dependent on these things. Every day I sit down with people, I did it earlier today, to show them the effects that these devices are having on their body. Not from like an EMF standpoint, although that's something to be cautious of. Not from a cognitive standpoint of what's going on through the screen. That's another thing to be aware of. But like just posturally in this sort of model, these joints here, specifically at the lower part of the neck, they start to break down. I explained to Aman today how she has extra bone growth, aka arthritis, growing in her spine or developing in her spine because of her devices. That is no good. So here's the challenge for the week. No devices. I know you're laughing on the other side of the screen because you're not going to ditch your device. So let's go with this. Reduced usage of your devices. However that may be. When you look at, if you're an iPhone user, I don't know how or what update it came through, but suddenly every Sunday I get like a weekly report. Pull up your weekly report, it's already in your phone, see where you were last week, and when your weekly report comes up next week, see if you can beat it. Less time on your phone overall. You could probably find the same thing on your desktop, laptop, an iPad. You could probably do that. And then figure out what to do with that time. All this time we spend just mindlessly scrolling at times, whether it's a TikTok video, an Instagram reel, whatever you're checking on, sports, a lot of that time could be used better. You can think of how, your own ways to improve upon that. Why don't, instead of being on your device like this, why don't you use your spinal molding foams to undo some of that process? That's just one idea. You could cook yourself a meal, you can hydrate, you can meditate, you can exercise. There's so many things you can do, but we're going to request that for this week, your challenge is to use these devices a heck of a lot less. And I would love for you to share that. So at the end of this coming week, so next week when you come in, share that with us. Or even like day to day. If it's Monday that you're watching this, let us know tomorrow. Hey, yesterday I used my device way less. Here's how. Or here's what I did instead of using my device. Or, I slapped it out of my kids' hands so they wouldn't use it. Whatever it is, be creative. Let's just not have such a dependency on these things. Our health is deteriorating as a result of our device usage. I'm not saying we can't use them. There's responsible ways to do so. Everything here, for instance, would be at a bad posture for me. This is all way too low. We should be looking like at least up here. So elevating things. If you got questions on how to use these pieces of technology in a better way, a more responsible way, DM us. I'll give you some tips and guidance along the way. You can also look at some of our older YouTube videos that have some breakdowns of how to do that as well. So I hope you take on the challenge for the week. If you got questions, leave them down below. See you next time.